Hi everybody, Kat here. So I'm going to be talking about this product, L'Frambue Aquacolors. So I got two different color palettes that I'm going to be swatching for you today. And I was really excited to see these because I hadn't seen these other than in Europe, and I didn't even think these were available. But this is a 1/2 inch angle, by the way. And I'm going to be jumping all over the place with my story as I'm telling it. But I just wanted to show you the difference between the 1/2 inch and then pretty soon I'm going to show you the 5/8 inch and which one I'll be using. I'm going to actually end up swatch with the 5/8 inch. And the plastic tops to these, they're very rigid. So it's a very rigid top. It's not a soft plastic that you would just throw away. So for those of you who like to cover your face paints, this might be a perfect set for you. So jumping back a little bit, L'Frambue is a company that is out of Texas. She's a face painter, and evidently she has put her name on this particular line. And I was just really super excited to see it. Right here, I'm going to show you. The name is on the back as soon as my camera wants to autofocus, which is not working. There we go. So this one's hot pink. But she put her name on this particular brand. I was super excited to see it. I wanted to swatch it. I wanted to find out, hey, am I going to like it? Because I'll be honest with you, I really love the length of the actual split cakes itself. So here's the 5/8 inch, and as you can see, it's going to cover more of the paint that I'm going to be picking up. And I'm sure that you could probably even go a little bit bigger, but we're going to start with that black and white, which is actually called Bang. The next one, believe it or not, is called Oops. So far these two are pretty opaque, and I like those two just because they are opaque. When we get to the next one, that is called Crash, and that's a little bit lighter. I wish it was a little bit more opaque. Then after that we have Wow. And so wow, it's also a little bit light. The next one is OMG. So that's so funny, OMG. And then we're going next to Pow. So this one is actually called Pow. The next one we're going to do is actually called Boom. So this one is Boom. And that one too is a little bit light for me. I wish it was a little darker. The next one's so pretty. It's called Retro. I love this one. It's so pretty. Really, really super pretty. I think it'll make beautiful butterflies. Next one, our classic leaf color, and it's called Pop. So she's picked some really interesting names for her paints, but this one is Splash. The paints swatch really well. I would like some of them to be a little bit more opaque, but just putting this up underneath a UV light or a black light, you can see some of these colors are UV activated. So not all of the colors, but there are pops of them that are going to, light up underneath the black light. When we're swatching the next palette, she again has some unique names. You've got Premium Rose, and again, see, I wish that was a little bit darker. The next one is Cranberry, and that's pretty. That's to me like a classic rose. Then you've got the Lavender, and then we've got Violet. So Violet is coming up next, and I think that's really pretty. I actually think Violet would make the prettiest rose. Then you got Modulaka Blue, and I'm probably saying that name wrong. Then we have Powder Blue, and Powder Blue is really pretty because it's kind of like a shimmer in that. Then we have Citrus Green coming up next. And then we have Tangerine. So Tangerine is going to be the next color that I'm going to be swatching. And then we have Sherbet Yellow. And they're kind of similar. So I wish those two were a little bit more different. And then, of course, we have Hot Pink, which is very close to the other two. But again, some of these are going to activate up underneath UV. So not every single color, but pops and hints of those color are going to be UV activated as well. So I wanted to just take a quick moment and show you that the paints, whether it's under natural light or under UV light, what they would look like. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to be using one of the colors that would be used for your classic rose. I am not the best rose creator. I'm trying to get better at it. As you know, all of us always try to get better at things every single time we pick up a brush. But I'm going to go ahead and do a quick rose, and then the thing on this particular rose, I'm going to use a lot of different colors to create some leaves, and I want to see how the leaves are going to look, whether it's, you know, one color, whether it's Magenta blue, which again I'm butchering that name, or if I'm using like a citrus green, whatever it may be. I'm just going to pick up some various colors and I'm just going to paint some leaves because I'll be honest with you, there's so many face painters that when they're painting their flowers and stuff, they're not using traditional greens for some of the things they're doing. They're picking different colors, and I love that. Now, that color that I'm using right there, it is so pretty. It's lavender. So that's the lavender one. And you may choose to do it the reverse way, but that one's lavender. And I'm going to come over and I'm going to pick up, I think that's the citrus green now, but it's just interesting how everybody will use different colors for their leaves to accentuate their flowers. And some of the ones that I've been seeing, I'm loving the blues and the purples instead of just always using the standard greens. I don't know, something about it just makes it pop, makes it kind of jump out. So this is just a quick swatch, as I said, so you can kind of see. Nothing's perfect, but it gives you a great idea, right, of what you could anticipate or what you could expect if you started creating a design. A lot of times we want to use fall colors for our leaves, so I think these next two colors, even though they're not very strong, this one actually swatched pretty well, better than it did when I was swatching it, or when I was creating the leaves, it did better than when I swatched it. But there's sometimes we're going to want to have those like fall colors to accentuate things. And I'm just going to highlight my rose a little bit more. So yeah, this is a quick design with some different color leaves. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to show you what it looks like, again, hitting it with a black light because you do see some of those UV colors popping out. But again, quick demo for you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, like the video, give me some feedback, and as always, thanks for watching.